Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 3rd, 2024. You just heard of my Xbox says boop. Are you done booping? My goodness. I have a lot of things to talk about from AEW because we got some matches for Wrestle Dream. I kind of messed that up, but I already know what I'm going to say. But we got Wrestle Dream coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things has happened. The main event was a very, very long match. It didn't end at 10. It ended like almost at 10:30, right? Almost 10:30. Oh my God. And then we had a brawl after. We had a lot of things happen there. But we did get a debut in AEW as well. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get there, 2K just kind of give us a clue of something. It's like a little rhyme, or they just give us a date anyways. It's not a rhyme, but they give us like a emoji. That's what I was trying to say. The emoji of a rocking chair, and it says 10, 16, and 24. So at October 16th, 2024, there's going to be something happening. People are saying it could be my faction or something with Wyatt 6 because there's a walking chair. Uncle Howdy uses it, or Bray Wyatt. Something might be happening. It could be a free DLC or something like that, or more Persona cards. I have no idea. I think if it was Persona cards, I think they will wait until they do their packs, not give us like something exciting for. Like, we had to wait for this date, and we all know it's not about 2K25 because we had to wait until a trailer comes out for 2K25, and that's like somewhere in January or the Royal Rumble. But the Royal Rumble will be in February this week for this next year. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We heard that Braun Strowman got injured during his match in the last Monster Standing match. I don't know what type of injury, but he did get injured. I hope he gets better. And we heard that the tapings of Ring of Honor, we heard some sad news, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it because it's one of the tapings that could happen next week. So I'm not going to talk about it. But ladies and gentlemen, we heard about something sad happens. Somebody gets injured. And it's not cool because I don't like seeing anyone injured. It doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, or TNA. I don't like seeing people getting injured and stuff like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our debut was going to be working with MVP. MVP had an announcement. And he was about to announce it to Renee and to everybody else. I thought he was going to announce it in the ring. But no, he had an interview with Renee. And was about to announce it. And he says, I want to introduce you. But Prince Nana came out. And says, you were talking something about me and Swerve and all that stuff. And then he wants to remind Mr. MVP that he was a wrestler before. And he says, I could lace my boots up in Pittsburgh. And MVP says, I just hear complaining. And he says, talk to my complaining assistant or management manager. And it was Shelton Benjamin. I think people are telling us this is going to happen. People have been talking about Hurt Business going to be in AEW. It's not going to be the original Hurt Business because Cedric Alexander will be in WWE. So it's not going to be original Hurt Business, but it could be Bobby Lashley if he makes his debut somewhere in AEW. We don't know when. But anything could happen. Anything could happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AEW, Shelton Benjamin. I don't know he did any indie wrestling since he got released from WWE, but maybe he will do better things in AEW. Maybe. He is a legend, so even MVP is a legend. So let's see. Well, right now, it feels like the Hurt Business is a thing, but just with two members of them. We could get Bobby Lashley. Remember, he's not in WWE anymore either. So we have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, people are talking about that Motor City Machine Guns will come in Chicago. If you guys watch the NXT in Chicago, they didn't show up. I think they're going to show up maybe in the tag team title match. And that's next week in St. Louis. Because if they're going to debut as a tag team, there was no tag team matches in the on the first premiere, on the first episode of the CW Network. There was no men's tag team. There was a women's tag team, but no men's. But there is going to be a tag team title match next week with the men's. So I think they might come that time. They're supposed to be part of NXT, just we don't know when they're going to debut. All three women that was rumored to be part of WWE, Delta, Stephanie Bakar, and Julia everybody was correct. And yes, I found out who is the person in that video package from last night. It was Delta, ladies and gentlemen, and it sounds like she is going to make her debut in Halloween Havoc, because I didn't see on the street signs, it says 10 and 27, and that's October 27, that's when Halloween Havoc is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Wrestle Dream. There's some matches that I could talk about because it wasn't part of the match on AEW, on Dynamite. So let's talk about Shibata wants a match with the TNT title against Jack Perry. Jack Perry's having open challenges. So Jack Perry was about to have an interview, but Shibata came right up to him with his phone, because he doesn't speak English. So he uses his phone and he says he wants a shot at the TNT title. And I believe Jack Perry says, I will think about it. And then he walked away. And then he attacks Shibata and smashes him into his own bus. And he says he accepts. So that's happening at Wrestle Dream. We heard that because Darby Allin lost his world title shot, he is issuing an open challenge to anyone in the AEW roster. And then, I didn't know about this, but Chris Jericho pinned Mark Briscoe in a Tornado Trios match at Grand Slam Collision last week. So Chris Jericho wants a shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship. And he won't stop asking, Mark Briscoe, you accept? You accept? He's not even in the ring. This was on Chris Jericho's talk show, TV Time, something like that. So and then Mark Briscoe came out. He said a whole bunch of words. He says he's going to be a man. He's not going to make excuses because Big Bill helped Chris Jericho get the pin. I will make excuses because you didn't really pin me. But ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho made it personal by saying that something he talked about Jay Briscoe. Man, AEW likes to take digs of people, those type of digs. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but those type of digs. Like, seriously, they like to make those type of digs. Chris Jericho made it personal, and then Mark Briscoe just punched him in the face, and then he accepts the match. So that's going to happen at Wrestle Dream. We didn't get a lot of segments in the ring, but we did have some matches here. So, ladies and gentlemen, first match, we got Will Ospreay versus Ricochet for the International Championship. Everybody wants to see this match. Now the question is, this match is over. What's next for Ricochet? But it was a pretty decent match, but at the end, we had a draw. Both guys pinned each other. It was a double pin. But both Ricochet and Will Ospreay wants to do it again. Restart the match. And Tony Khan told Justin Roberts, restart the match. And they did. And then it turned into a disqualification because of Takeshita. Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher, they walked away. They were going into an airport to go on the airplane. Except for Takeshita. Takeshita attacked Will Ospreay. And then he attacked Ricochet. He holds up the International Championship. It looks like Takeshita is the next one in line for the International Championship. I already knew that was going to happen. Some stupid thing is going to happen, and they're not actually going to have a winner for this match. So it might be a rematch between Will Ospreay sometime and Ricochet. So maybe that's what's next for Ricochet whenever Will Ospreay is done with Takeshita. And that could be a wrestle dream. And then we had Adam Page versus Juice Robinson. This match then starts right away. These guys fought all over the arena before the match. Hangman Adam Page attacked the Guns first. He attacked the Guns in backstage when the Guns were having an interview. Adam Page just starts whacking people with chairs and start throwing people in kitchens. And then we had a brawl on the stage where the audience is. Freaking Juice Robinson is using people's drinks, wasting people popcorn. You know people paid for that, right? And you're spilling it all over the place. I wonder if they get a refund for that. I wonder. I don't know how those things work. I think the guy with the drink gave the drink to Juice Robinson, but I don't think the popcorn guy gave Juice Robinson the popcorn. So I don't know if they get a refund or AEW gives them a free popcorn. I have no idea how that works. Because WWE did the same thing a couple of times. But I never had a wrestler take a drink out of my hands or food out of my hands and whack somebody with it. And do you get a refund of it? Because you paid money for it and then somebody comes out and wastes your food. So I don't know how that works. I really don't. But, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Hangman Adam Page. And he wasn't done with Juice Robinson. He tried to choke the man out with his belt. Until the returning of Jay White came out and starts beating up Hangman Adam Page. And puts him through a table in the audience. Man, there's a debuts and returns everywhere in this show. But it is their 5th anniversary, so... Then we have Private Party versus Iron Savages. Yes, who are they? I don't know. But I forgot a match. We got Britt Baker versus Serena Deeb. Mariah May was watching the match. I don't know why, because she has a problem with Willow. Remember Willow, the one that helped Yuka last week from you attacking her? You have a problem with Willow. Why are you watching Britt Baker and Serena Deeb? I didn't really care for the match because it wasn't really built up. I think it's just for Britt Baker because she's from Pittsburgh and they're in Pittsburgh, so I think it's for her. The winner of that match was Britt Baker, and then she got attacked by Serena Deeb until Queen Onomata came out and attacked Serena Deeb and celebrated with Britt Baker. Now we got Private Party versus the Iron Savages. I don't know who these guys are. I think I saw little clips on Ring of Honor, and these guys showed up. And the winner of that match was Private Party. And they won a shot against the Young Bucks for the World Tag Team titles. And of course, the cursing happened and the censoring happened. And they want the Tag Team title shot tonight. Well, they did have a fast match against the Iron Savages. So yeah, and then the Young Bucks came out. They tried to hype it up, say, you want this match? Let's have this match. And then, of course, they're cowards and they walked away. It says, we have limited dates to wrestle, so we're not wasting those dates in Pittsburgh. And then Jack Perry came out and attacked the Private Party. And then there's the Young Bucks came in and made it a 3-on-1 attack. Until Shibata came out and made everybody run away. And then Christopher Daniels came out and he made a trios match at Rampage. It will be Private Party and Shibata versus the Young Bucks and Jack Perry in the trios match. And then we are our main event. So this is an interesting main event. 2 titles are on the line. But we have Bryan Danielson versus Okada. But the Continental Championship will be on the line for the first 20 minutes of the match. And the AEW World title will be on the line for the whole match. I think that's how the Continental Championship works if it was on the line by itself. So that's interesting. So if Okada wants to retain his title, he has to beat Bryan Danielson. Or he waits until the 20 minutes is up. So Okada waited until the minutes is up. And the 20 minutes went up. And then we have Bryan Danielson has to defend his world title. He can't be the double champion. This match was a very long match. But at the end, we got Claudio and Pac came from the audience and watched the match. And Okada lost focus. And he got a roll-up pin backside from Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson wins the match and retains his world title. And then Bryan Danielson got attacked by Okada. And starts sticking the middle fingers on poor Claudio and Pac. And then Claudio and Pac got in the ring and hold up Bryan Danielson. And he sees Jon Moxley come in the ring. Because Bryan Danielson did a little promo saying it's all about Jon Moxley. But Jon Moxley says it's not about him. He is getting paid or getting ordered to do this. We don't know who is doing this. Is he part of the MVP thing? Or will we see another debut? People are saying Shane McMahon. We have no idea. We don't know what's happening. But Jon Moxley says this is not about him. Because if it was about him, he will end Bryan Daniels' career years ago. So, and then Utah came out and everybody, Jon Moxley ran away. Everybody ran away. Utah came out with a hammer and starts swinging, and everybody is outside the ring. Jon Moxley came back in the ring. They had to stare down. And then everybody started beating up Bryan Danielson until Utah got help out and attacked Claudio and Bryan Danielson with Pac. And now Claudio and Pac ran away, and Utah issued a challenge at Title Dynamite Tuesday. Title Tuesday Dynamite. You know this thing starts at 9? My God. Why does it start at 9? It could be I don't think there's any sports on TBS. Is there any sports happening on TBS that I don't know of? So Utah made an issue. You want Bryan Danielson? You have to go through me as well. So that means there's a tag team match next week. Claudio and Pac versus Utah and Bryan Danielson. Oh my God, I'm almost losing my voice here. Too much things happening. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. What do you guys thought about the 5-year anniversary of Dynamite? It was a pretty okay match. Pretty okay show for anniversary. It was interesting. They changed the hard camera to this side, because normally it's always on that side. But every time they do that, people just want to make fun of them because they have empty seats, and they always make fun of their attendance. I don't make fun of their attendance, how many people are there. Some people like AEW, some people don't. Some people do it with WWE as well. So, hey, I've been at AEW. It was a big crowd when they were in Canada. So, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Even for WWE, I went to WWE as well this year in Money in the Bank. It was a big crowd. So, I don't know what people are talking about, why they're always complaining about the attendance or making fun of the wrestling company. If you're going to complain or make fun of them, don't watch them. I get entertained. There's some matches I don't care about, but I still watch the show because I'm entertained. I'm a wrestling fan. I have an AEW World Championship belt, replica belt. I use money for it because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan, I'm a TNA fan, I'm an AEW fan. If there's other wrestlings there, I'm a Destiny wrestling fan. I'm a fan of every wrestling. If I could watch every wrestling, I would. But some wrestling doesn't have a TV deal. I'm going to try to watch Destiny. If you guys want to see me do results on Destiny, something different, I will do that. I need to find out what date, what day they're all weekly day they're always gonna put their shows on. Like Thursdays is TNA's, but they do tapings, but they always have their shows on Thursday. I don't know about the hurricane, because of the hurricane. I don't know what's gonna happen there. We don't know what's happening. Hurricane ruins everything. I hope everybody's okay from the hurricane. I know it's been a couple of days, but there's still a lot of people hurt or lost homes, or people are missing. That's what I heard about. So yeah, it's upsetting to hear about those people that are missing. I hope they are got found and still alive, and if they are not, rest in peace to them. I don't think I ever can handle a hurricane. I don't think I could. I've seen videos of it, and it's brutal. And you see what it does. Like, it trashes the whole cities and towns and everything. It's crazy. There's a lot of crazy weather and crazy natural things that happens, like tornadoes, earthquakes. A lot of those things are there. I never experienced any of those, but you don't know in this world, this world, you don't know if you're going to experience it at all in your life. Some people are experiencing it. It's upsetting, because nobody should experience that, but it happens. And that's why people say it's life. It's horrible. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys Friday morning for Friday Night SmackDown and TNA somewhere in the morning or the afternoon. I think I did TNA a little later last week, so I'm sorry for that. But sometimes I don't want to watch it early in the morning, so I watch it like in the afternoon. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. But that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Time is out. See you guys on Friday. Bye!